not playing in the PGA Tour event.
Grant Horvat was handed what every golfer dreams of, a free chance to play in a real PGA Tour event. No qualifiers, no pressure, just one golden opportunity to stand among the best. But instead of taking the shot, he stunned everyone by walking away. Fans were confused, players were speechless, and the golf world demanded answers. Why would someone turn down the dream of a lifetime? What was he really protecting? This is the story of why Grant Horvat walked away from the PGA Tour and what it revealed about the future of golf. Grant Horvat didn't grow up chasing green jackets. Born and raised in Michigan, he was the son of a golf pro named Steve, but golf was never his first love. For the first 12 years of his life, football was his passion. He found golf boring, disconnected from the thrill of competition. But then, something changed. At 13, curiosity led him back to the game he once ignored. When he finally turned to his father for lessons, it wasn't casual. Steve didn't just teach him how to swing, he rebuilt Grant from the ground up. Grip, stance, posture, each element was drilled, honed, and reinforced. It wasn't just technical mastery, it was a deeper education in patience, discipline, and commitment. High school graduation brought a new chapter. The Horvats moved to Florida, and Grant enrolled at Palm Beach Atlantic University. He played collegiate golf for 4 years, solid and steady, but he wasn't chasing the dream of the tour. The idea of endless qualifiers, financial instability, and the high-stakes grind didn't inspire him. He enjoyed the game, but he needed something more, something creative, something that felt like his. That something arrived in the form of a collaboration. Grant met Garrett Clark of GM Golf, a YouTube channel reshaping the face of the game. It was an instant connection. What started as a few videos turned into a full-blown partnership. This wasn't traditional golf content. This was relatable, humorous, raw storytelling that drew people in. Course challenges, trick shots, behind-the-scenes banter, golf reimagined for the digital age. Grant, with his silky swing and calm presence, stood out. He didn't need to be the loudest or the funniest. He was authentic. Audiences connected with that, and the numbers proved it. GM Golf was more than a channel. It was a movement. Then came Good Golf, a collective of creators bringing even more energy and vision. These weren't tour pros. They were entertainers, storytellers, digital pioneers. They made golf cool again, especially for viewers who had long dismissed it as stale. At a time when golf was struggling to engage younger audiences, these creators found a way in. Through personality-driven content, they brought people into the game not through rules and etiquette, but through emotion and experience. They were laughing on the greens, celebrating impossible shots, and sharing genuine camaraderie. It wasn't golf as an elite pastime, it was golf as community. But as Good rose, Grant found himself yearning for something different. He wanted to slow down, take control, and create on his own terms. By late 2022, he made the toughest decision of his career. He left the group. The exit was quiet, respectful, but fans were stunned. It felt like a band breaking up at its peak. In a video response, Grant shared his reasons. He needed autonomy. He wanted to move back to Florida, to be closer to his dad, to rediscover golf through a more personal lens. He wasn't quitting success, he was evolving it. And that evolution caught fire. His solo channel exploded. Millions of views poured in. But this wasn't just about numbers. Viewers felt something deeper. They weren't just watching a golfer. They were watching a son, a friend, a mentor. His videos became intimate. Practice sessions with his father, honest talk about burnout, casual rounds with heartfelt commentary. Grant didn't posture for the camera. He opened a door, and his audience didn't just walk through, they stayed. Sponsors noticed too. Golf tech brands, apparel lines, equipment companies all wanted in. But unlike many athletes, Grant didn't turn into a walking billboard. His endorsements fit seamlessly into his story. Because his story was real. This solo venture gave Grant room to grow as both a golfer and a storyteller. He learned to edit, script, and produce in ways that reflected his voice and values. It wasn't about creating viral moments, it was about depth. He could take viewers on a journey not just through holes of golf, but through his personal evolution. In early 2025, a major offer landed. The PGA Tour wanted Grant to play in the Barracuda Championship, a sponsor's exemption, no qualifiers, no waiting. It was the dream invitation, but it came with strings. Under PGA policy, Grant wouldn't be allowed to film the experience. No cameras, no vlog, no sharing the behind-the-scenes journey with his fans. To the PGA, this was standard. To Grant, it was a deal-breaker. He declined. In a calm, composed video titled, "Why I'm Not Playing a PGA Tour Event," he explained everything. Without the ability to bring his viewers with him, the opportunity felt hollow. It wouldn't be him. The very reason he had earned the invitation, his audience, his platform, his authenticity, was now the reason he couldn't accept it. To Grant, golf was never just about the scorecard or trophies. It was about connection, storytelling, and sharing the journey with those who believed in him. Without that, the dream felt incomplete. The decision raised eyebrows not just for what it said about Grant, but for what it said about the PGA Tour. Here was an organization eager to benefit from the buzz Grant brought, but unwilling to bend its traditional rules. It exposed a larger conversation brewing in sports everywhere. Who gets to tell the story? The internet reacted instantly. Hundreds of thousands watched the video, but more importantly, they understood. The comment sections lit up with praise. Viewers called it poetic, honest, powerful. Grant's decision turned a potential debut into a declaration. He wasn't chasing approval. He already had it from the people who mattered, his community. And that made the PGA nervous, because Grant represents something far bigger than himself. He's the face of a shift. For decades, the PGA Tour controlled the narrative. They decided who got coverage, how golf was presented, and which voices were amplified. But Grant doesn't need that machine. He built his own. And more people are watching him than many PGA pros combined. This isn't about one man skipping one event. It's about the future of golf media. A future where creators own their narrative, where fans follow personalities, not just pedigrees. The PGA Tour may still hold prestige, but it's losing relevance. Because in the digital world, control over the story is more powerful than a trophy. The PGA has tried to adapt. They partnered with Netflix for Full Swing, boosted social media efforts, and relaxed some of their older rules, but they're still trying to fit a new generation into an old box. They want stars, but not too independent. Authenticity, but only on their terms. Grant exposed that contradiction. He showed that you can be wildly successful without the PGA Tour, that you can grow the game in new ways by making it feel human, relatable, and joyful. His refusal to play without a camera wasn't stubbornness, it was clarity. He knows what his audience values: transparency, creativity, connection. He may never tee off at Augusta or walk the fairways at St. Andrews under the PGA banner, but he's already created something far more lasting: a movement. Other creators are following his path, blending entertainment with competition, building communities on their own terms. And this movement isn't confined to golf. It reflects a broader shift in how fans engage with sports and personalities. People crave access. They want the unpolished truth. They want to be part of the story, not just watch it unfold from afar. Grant delivers that. Grant Horvat turned down the biggest opportunity of his career to stay true to himself. In doing so, he sparked a conversation that cuts to the heart of modern sports. Who controls the narrative? Who decides what success looks like? And what happens when creators no longer need gatekeepers? Grant answered all of those questions without saying a word on the course. He spoke through action, through principle, and through an unwavering commitment to his vision. The PGA may have wanted him to show up and stay quiet. Instead, he stayed home and spoke louder than ever. If this story moved you, if it made you see golf or creators in a new light, hit that subscribe button. Because the future of sports isn't just being played, it's being filmed, shared, and felt, and we'll be here telling the stories that matter.